Welcome to SIT, and tonight we're doing grounding meditation. You can see the moon up there in the sky, and yeah, I'm here at the park. It's really dark right now, so you can't really see much but the lights and some voices from some people passing through, and yeah, that's the moon up there. I put my feet on the ground. I don't think that you can actually see that. Yeah, you probably can't. Got my water bottle right here. I know you can see the silhouette. Well, kind of. You can kind of see the silhouette of the bottle. But anyways, for the most part, yeah. I'm just here, out here in nature, putting my feet on the ground. Gotta get those volts of electricity. When you put your feet, bare feet, on earth, you dig a little hole, you put your feet in the ground, that's bonding with Mother Nature and bonding with Earth. That's why I told you guys to get your magnets, because the magnetic field around the planet is lifting, slowly but surely. It will eventually lift. And you want to have all the magnetic energy in your body as much as possible. Have the magnets touching your skin at all times, especially when you're working out. Have one on you, touching your skin at all times. Find a inventive way to have the magnet on you. Anyways, I'm here in nature, and I just, the moon looks beautiful tonight, so I just felt like I had to take a video to show you guys what I'm doing. And also, by the way, this video is going to have to do with DNA spiraling. Now, when you put your feet on the ground, you're not only bonding with Mother Nature, but you can also ask for forgiveness, and it'll be granted to you. Just so long as you don't continuously keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. Also, by the way, you're also repairing DNA. Yes, you're also repairing DNA. So you must understand that this is very vital. When we were children, I made a video about this, but I'm going to make another one. When we were children, we were in many different places like Kemet. We were in different places like Rome, and when we were in other time frames, our souls have reincarnated on the planet many different times, some more than others. And that also has to do with souls and ancient souls and things of this nature, and also having to do with I believe the 13 strand DNA. We need to have 13 strands of DNA to be able to leave this place due to Merkaba activation and things of this nature. But on to the more pressing matters. Why I make this video is because you guys have to understand, going back to nature is the only way to fly out here, man. It's the only way. You have to put your feet in the dirt, okay? I don't know if you can actually see my feet. No, you can't. But if you don't connect back, if you don't try to bond back with nature, I mean, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're supposed to be eating natural foods at this time. You're supposed to have let all that bad water go. Make sure it's alkaline. Put some lime in it if you have to, or buy whatever kind of water you can. I advise Avion water, Essentia water, Core water, even Fiji water at this point might help, but I wouldn't recommend Fiji water that much. Volvic I wouldn't recommend at all, but that's not the point. The point is that I need you guys to understand that when you're trying to bond with nature, the main thing you need to understand is that putting your feet on the ground, you're barefoot, take your shoes off and put your feet on the ground. Now, I don't care if there's worms, scoop them out with your shovel, okay? Yeah, there's no worms where I'm at. I got a nice spot over here, and you want to stay in nature as long as possible. Let that DNA Let that DNA spiral back. Let it complete itself. I don't know how many strands I'm up now, but I definitely know it's more than 2 strands. That's right. The majority of the human race, the human population on the planet Earth, have only 2-strand DNA, and then they tell you in school that you got the rest is all junk DNA. Bullshit. That DNA has been damaged, and it can be repaired through grounding meditation, meditating or just meditating and putting your feet in the dirt, not in the dirt, on the ground. You can call it dirt if you want to, but it's in the ground. Dig a little hole where there's a bunch of grass out here. There's a whole bunch of grass out here. And dig a hole and put your feet in the hole and bring some water bottles with you. Plant your feet in nature. Plant your feet in grounding technique. You can imagine roots growing out of your feet into the earth when you're meditating on a high meditation level. When you close your eyes and stuff like this, and water your feet as if you were a tree, because really there's a lot of the plants and everything, and the trees and nature and all of us, we're all one. We're all together. It's part of the reason why when you eat meats and things of this nature, your body doesn't respond to it well. It's acidic in nature. It's not good for you. Eating meat is like the equivalent of eating a human being. Okay, so I just needed to just say that, and I'm just here meditating out here in nature, and I'm gonna get as much out of this stuff as I possibly can. Man, the moon looks beautiful tonight. Look at that. When you're out here in nature, you can actually appreciate nature more. It's just true for some reason. The fresh air and all that. It really feels nice tonight. And then after this, I'm gonna just go take the train and then go home and then go to sleep. And then meditate the next day. Alright, this is your boy at SIT, Sirius Inner Temple, Sirius IT. You already know, it's your boy here, meditating and, taking care of, all this. They just had to make this video, I usually do my grounding meditation at night. Alright, now you guys are probably wondering why that is. Because in the daytime, when I'm walking around with this shovel or whatever, it's pretty big, and I'm wearing it in a bag that carries like a fold-up chair. Like a beach fold-up chair, something similar to that. It's a red chair, and I look very noticeable in the daytime. People stop to stare at me funny and things of this nature, and it can get a little irritating. But nonetheless, I do whatever I have to do. I've done it in front of people. It doesn't matter. But my main point is that in nighttime I'm less noticeable, and besides, at night there's a fresh breeze that I can get. Whatever. I do my sun gazing in the daytime, obviously. And also, you can get your moonlight as well. You can get your moonlight, and you can get your sunlight as well. Gazing at the sun or the moonlight. Okay, you see the bone in the back of your head that's kind of like it's like a bump or like a loop in the back of your head. Yeah, right there where your head connects to your neck, right there, that bump, back of your head. You can imagine the moon or the sun in that part of inside your head. You can imagine and outward. So you're looking at it outward, and it's going inside of through your eyes, through the retinas of your eyes, all the way to that bump in the back of your head. And imagine yourself sucking the energy from the moonlight or the sunlight. When you're moon gazing, or when you're sun gazing. Alright, this is your boy Sirius Inner Temple. Peace and love to all. Blessings.